Lone Wolf Customs coming at you once again. Got the correct bolts, so I'm going to be working on that today, which involves those getting attached to a piece of this, which this is being cut right there at 3 foot. There'll be two of them, and those bolts get attached to them, and then a piece of this is what's the upright, and a piece of this goes over top of that, which makes my slide part. So I ended up getting some other bolts. Might not be able to use these because they're not as long as I wanted them to be. These are grade 5. Fits this one all right. The spacers, the washers are just there to have a place to put them. I got one for this one, grade 5, same identical bolt. Only to realize the bearings are the wrong size. So, trust me, the bearings are the wrong size. Got the smaller shaft size, so either I need to get a smaller bolt or get a different set of bearings. Either or may happen, I don't know. But yeah. Also got this big 1-inch bolt that may become the jack shaft with the pulley and the sprocket and some bearings and whatnot. Not sure, still debating on that idea. If not, I've got this rod. So that's currently where we're at. All right, so there they are, roughly mocked up. And yes, that's how they're going to sit, hanging down. Not 100%, just because this ain't straight and it's not perfectly side to side, but there it is. just for anybody following along at home. This is 3 foot. This is 77 inches. These are 2 inches back. And she rolls fairly good. And approximately outside, the outside is about, what, 41 and a quarter? I think it was 41 and a quarter. It's 41 and a quarter, 41 and an eighth. I have to measure it again before I actually do anything. But yeah, of course, saw head goes on this side, motor and stuff goes on that side, everything goes up and down. Yada, yada, yada. Yep. All right. Oh, and by the way, I had to take my welder back apart because it quit working during that time lapse. And that's what the inside of it looks like. So, it is what it is. All right, put the cross piece in. Sorry I didn't record it. I thought I hit the button, but I didn't. Anyways, way I done it, notched the top, you know, and then put a hole through it. The inner hole's a little bit bigger. The inner hole's a 3/4 hole. The outer hole is, I think, a 1/2 inch hole. And so it's removable. I ain't got it tightened down tight, but you know, it kind of gives you, and it's square up and down. Oh, I don't fall and break my neck. I made this tool so I could use the plasma since all my drill bits suck. Just line up the crosshairs with the hole and blow a hole through it. And that's what I did there. It made nice holes. You know, these pieces are cut. Trying to think the measurement here. From the outside was 41 and a half. I can't remember. From the outside of this tube to the outside of that tube is 41. Down here and up here. These are 16 inch. I'm hoping is the right length for them. Honestly, should be the right length for them. Of course, it's something that there's a little play. So there's probably some shim material in its future, which might end up being done a few different ways. I don't know. But some shimmy material. Just snug them up. Still rolls nicely. And there goes a hammer. Yeah. Bad thing is I'm starting to kind of run out of the material I was expecting to build most of this shit out of. The outer piece, I've got that much. Inner piece, I have this much. Now the inner piece, I'm supposed to have 2 of those to go across the length of the mill as the main support, and then 2 sections of this goes on that as the tensioner. I don't think I have enough of that, so that means I'm gonna have to get more. The upper piece is a piece of this, the bigger stuff, and of course the uprights are this piece. Now maybe I made that a little too tall, possibly. I honestly don't think so, because what I did was I took where the saw deck is going to be, Well, from where it's located, I added that distance with the distance of the blade from top of the wheel to the bottom of the wheel, plus the distance of the overall length of cut, the height of cut I want to do, plus half of the distance of what the engine is. So, and also added, what the height difference between this and that will end up being, because those have to go up even higher. So there's going to be more on top of that. So it's going to be even higher. So technically the saw blade can go down below the actual minimum cut if I don't put a stop in it, which I'll put a stop in it. But yeah, that's where we're at. Well, that's the end of this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Catch you next one. Bye.